There is only one way to effectively change who you are, change your life, and become a better person. Now, it's not adding everything at once. It's not 1% better every day, but it's just one thing that I found that is really helpful. And it's how I actually changed my life. It's how I get out of ruts quickly. And it's really just the most effective way to become a better person. So I don't want to waste your time, but I want to tell you my story. So it all started when I first got onto self-improvement. And I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. And I went through a breakup and I was like really sad about it. I'm actually the one that ended the relationship just because I knew that I needed to. But I was going through a breakup. So this was back in March of 2023. So about 2 years ago now. And what I noticed about myself is I was like wanting more in my life. And I knew that this relationship, like we weren't going to get married. We were so young. I was a sophomore. She was a freshman, like 15 and 14 or something. Like it was never going to work out. But what I noticed is I was very motivated to start doing something. I wanted to change my life, but I didn't really know how, and I didn't know what I wanted. So what I started doing was working out. I knew that I wanted a better body. I was pretty fat at the time, and I wanted to be, the shredded guy. I wanted to have big muscles and all that. But what happened is that started everything. That got the ball rolling. That's why I started creating content. That's why I'm big into self-improvement now, is because of one change. And slowly I added meditation because I found Hamza, and you guys probably know him. I don't want to glaze him or anything, but that's how I basically got into self-improvement. And I noticed that I started meditating more often. My mental health is getting better. I was journaling a little bit, and everything just started coming together. And I wanted to start a business. I started researching SMMA. I was becoming like so motivated to do these things. And then a few weeks later, I started slipping up. I started becoming, a loser again, missing workouts, stopped really researching SMMA, and eventually I just hit a rut. And, ruts happen. I posted a video not too long ago about being in a rut and how it sucked, but I'm getting out of it now. I'm not fully back yet, by the way, but, I'm getting back to recording content and I'm feeling good. But the problem that I encountered was burnout. I was getting so burnt out because I added so many things at one time. And that was the mistake. That was what caused me to hit this rut back in 2023, my first ever rut, I guess you could say. And like I said before, the reason is because I added everything at once. And that is the problem that a lot of people face, is they get so motivated to add everything at once, become this greatest version of themselves like that, instantly. Now, I don't think 1% better every day is a good thing to do. Like, I believe in changing who you are, changing your identity, and being able to improve quickly. But you do need to pace yourself. So, what I mean by that is you need to focus on one area in your life at a time. So, what I should have done was go for like a month straight just working out, maybe meditating too, like that doesn't take that long, but working out, mastering consistency in my physical health, becoming a better version of myself physically, and then in maybe a month or two start adding other things like journaling every day, meditating every day, cold showers, like then starting to focus more on the mental health side. Because the thing is if you start everything at once, let's say SMMA, like I wanted to, mental health, working out, Since I did all of those things at once, I got burnout very fast, and I wasn't even ready to start a business. I didn't have the mental capacity to start anything. And that's the mistake a lot of people will make. I made this mistake, so I can't say anything. Like, I've made it many times in my life before too, is I try to add everything at once, and it doesn't really work because you get burnout. So what you need to do is focus on one area in your life, improve that like for a month, 2 months, 3 months even, get good at it, get consistent at it, and then you can add things. It's like progressive overload in the gym. You one day hit maybe 5 reps. So the next time you go for like 7, 8 reps, or even like bump up the weight. That's basically what you need to do in real life. Because if you go for 225 bench press and you've never worked out before, you're going to fail. It's impossible almost to hit a 225 pound bench press, or 2 plates if you are thinking kilograms, I don't know. But it's basically impossible to accomplish that weight on your first try. It takes years. It takes so much effort. It takes eating clean to eating right, bulking up to get that weight. And it's the same way in self-improvement, productivity, business. You have to build yourself up. For instance, yesterday I recorded that I'm in a rut video basically and kept myself accountable. I did not want to record that video, but what I did was record it and just upload it. No thumbnail, no links, nothing like that. Just uploading it. And that got the ball rolling again to where now I feel good again and I'm recording this video. I'm feeling very good actually. And you can see I cleaned up my room. My room is clean again. So that's helped me focus up again. That's helped me become a better person. And now I'm feeling like myself again. So you just need to get the ball rolling. That's something for ruts. I said I was going to help you get out of ruts and stuff in this video. It's the same way. You have to start small. You can't go 0 to hero when you're in a rut. It's impossible. You're going to get burnout and you're just going to fall back into your rut. You have to take small steps. There's this analogy one of my friends gave me, and it's you have to build up your floor before you can reach the ceiling, or something like that. And basically, you have to build up your base level. So my base level right now is whenever I'm in a rut, no matter what, I still go to the gym, I still box, I still play tennis, and my physical health is always consistent. I've pretty much mastered consistency in my physical health. Now, sometimes I slack off in diet, but like as far as working out, playing sports, like I'm very consistent in that area. But I'm not consistent in content creation, business when I'm in a rut. And that's what I need to improve. That's what I need to add to my floor. So maybe instead of like, full on editing videos, putting links in the description, making good thumbnails, when I'm in a rut, maybe all I should do is record a video and upload it without anything. And that's what I did. That's what I did for my last video. I just uploaded it. It wasn't even on the days I upload. I usually try to upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I did that on Thursday. And it's just because I needed to get the ball rolling. I needed to keep myself consistent. So even if the work doesn't feel good enough, if you don't feel like you are putting in enough work to be successful, trust me, you are. Because if you are in a rut and you're just do a little bit of work, that's increasing your floor. And when you're at the ceiling, that's when you're like motivated and stuff. That's when you can put in so much work. And it's a blessing when you're at your ceiling, but you can raise your floor so you have higher ceilings too. So that's why you need to raise your floor. That's why you need to have the base level set. Because if you don't, you're going to crash and you're going to fall off. You're going to hit this massive rut and it's going to be very painful. I was feeling really bad about myself, bro, this past week, this past 2 weeks actually. And it's just because I hit my floor and I felt like I wasn't doing enough because I was at my ceiling at the time. I was very motivated to put in work and stuff. So I needed to go back, raise my floor, and just build off consistency. Consistency is what's going to make you successful, not putting in a ton of work. But if you can show up every day, even if it's not the greatest, that's still better than not showing up at all. So I thank you for watching, bro. And if you need more help, check out my community. We go on live calls. I have a productivity course there. I'm going to make other courses as well, but I want you to join before I have to raise the price, because it's very cheap right now and it's one of the best deals you can get on productivity. So join that. Thank you for watching, bro. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.